This weekend, the football world has experienced an absolutely seismic shift. This is because football's greatest one-club man, Thomas Müller, has officially played his final home game at the Allianz Arena for FC Bayern. This comes at the end of 25 long years with the club, spanning 750 appearances while scoring 248 goals and making 274 assists. This is arguably one of the greatest careers of any individual football player at all time. But what exactly is it that makes him so special? Well, today we're going to dive into the career of Thomas Müller and understand why it is now coming to an end. But before we do, please don't forget to subscribe. Thomas Müller is undeniably one of the greatest one-club footballers of all time. 25 years ago, he was working his way through the academy at Bayern Munich and eventually made his emergence under Louis van Gaal. Now, his first major introduction to the world stage was, of course, at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, where he was the Golden Boot winner. This is absolutely extraordinary, first of all, for a player on a team who has not made the final of that competition. However, for such a young player, it really showed the potential that this youngster truly had. Of course, he's gone on to span so long, 750 games playing for FC Bayern, and the small matter of being a world champion with the national team Germany. It's no surprise that really he is lauded as one of the greatest players of all time. Müller has spent his legendary career as the assistant to so many top quality strikers. Miroslav Klose, Mario Mandzukic, Robert Lewandowski, and of course in recent times, Harry Kane. Hence how he's racked up a total of 274 assists over a career that has spanned a quarter of a century. If the idea of being a champion on the world stage with the FIFA World Cup isn't enough for you, he has of course won a small matter of 2 Champions League trophies, and also coming within an 88th minute equaliser and penalties away from a third, which notably would have been won in a final at home in Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena. Along with that is the fact that his career after 25 years is only ending at Bayern Munich because they could not find an agreement for a new contract, illustrating the fact that once again it's not his own desire to leave the club that has caused this, something that of course is causing an awful lot of angst within the Bayern Munich fan base, believing that their board should have treated their legend with an extra few years at the club. Of course, this is not the end of Thomas Müller's career. He may have played his final home game within the Allianz Arena and may be just about to play his final Bundesliga game. However, the interesting twist is that Thomas Müller can end his career on exactly the note he started, that is, on the world stage. He may have announced himself at the 2010 World Cup, while he will get to go out at the newly reformed Club World Cup in America this coming summer. This will be the final act of Thomas Müller at Bayern Munich and will represent one last opportunity to win at the highest level and attain the title that has eluded, well, pretty much everybody now, considering the new format, and become champions of the world once again, this time on the club stage. So what do you think? How do you feel about the career of an absolute German legend in Thomas Müller? Let me know down in the comments below. And with that being said, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you next time.